Did Kabam really threaten players over the power gain exploit bug? There is another Shard calendar coming this month as well, and we need more info on the rewards and milestones for Arena and Act 7.2. Yes, hello everybody, welcome back to the Marvel Contest of Champions News show for Wednesday. How you all doing? We've got a lot of spicy nuggets of information and news to go over in this video, but before we go anywhere, just to let you know something, this video is sponsored. I'm at war with this person right here. I need to move this to there, move these units in here, and I'm going to be able to... Oh, I did it! Yes! I win! You lose! Ha 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 ha! And that complete overreaction was because this is a highly competitive real-time strategy game for mobile devices, which brings the PvP battle arena genre to the next level, infusing MOBA-like qualities with the addition of wholly unique, fully controllable heroes. War Alliance has real-time PvP battles, collectible cards that will highly help you out and as well do damage to the enemy, like this chopper, which is one of my favourite units, as well as various heroes to collect which are going to be your leaders and help you do more damage on the battlefield. Fights can get pretty intense, even more so if you've got some ground units that are being grounded and pounded by those that are above. I'm bringing my top tank in to do a little bit of action here, but for whatever reason, it could be in trouble. Like now, I need to bring it back because there is a distance fight, and it looks like they have sussed what I'm trying to do. So I'm going back to my healing potion just right there, and that's hopefully going to heal me as my my air units take down those that are lower. I'm going to put in a little bit of these little drones to go over to the left-hand side and hopefully blow up that. Yes, there we go. We need to try and make sure we get both of those towers down, but at the same time, we can also defeat the enemy hero and reign supreme. Let's do this. There is 1 minute on the clock, the last 60 seconds, and now things become a little bit of a frenzy, and there's double points on up for grabs, which means everything's going to come thick and fast, so I need to be placing down units as quickly as I can get them up, and also applying pressure. We are applying pressure to the enemy. We're coming in strong. I'm applying units left, right, and centre. Come on. We've got to go and try to take the enemy down. We're getting close. We're getting close. We're going to lay some bombs down, and yes, victory is at our hands. Well done, me. One of the great things about this game, as well as opening crates and seeing if you can get yourself some of the most spicier, rarer of these cards, which you can upgrade and improve. Then work your way up the battle pass and collect some amazing rewards. War Alliance, it's absolutely free. Go check it out. Link is in the description below. Thanks again to War Alliance for sponsoring this video. This game is tons of fun. I love Command & Conquer games. Command & Conquer Red Alert, Standard Command & Conquer, Age of Empires, Total War. You know, the list goes on of different types of strategy-based games, and it's great to have something in a mobile form. So go and check it out. Please support the channel by going and checking out the link, checking out the game, because it is just a total blast. Also, just quickly, before we get into the Marvel Contest Champions News, I want to give thanks. Thank you so much to those that support the channel through Patreon and YouTube membership. You're on screen now. Thank you so much for giving that support to the channel. And also twitch.tv/RichTheMan Live. We're back doing Cavalier Grind later on today, so make sure to come by for that stream. Thank you so much. Now let's kick off the Marvel Contest of Champions News with information about Shang-Chi. So, Special 2 removes incorrect amount of Chi charges. Summoners, an issue had been identified that is causing Shang-Chi Special 2 to only be able to consume up to 99 Chi charges when used, instead of consuming all of them as designed and as specified in his abilities and spotlight. While his damage still scales correctly, the team is working on a fix to make sure he is able to operate as designed and avoid any confusion. So in a nutshell, nothing's really changing. It's just going to be a case of, like, from a numbering standpoint, when this fix goes live, I think there will be some tests as to see, like, right, are all charges being consumed, and as well, does it feel like the character is still running as a complete a god of a high kicking kung fu master? And that's something we'll have to see, but it just kind of like point out at the moment, Kabam is saying there's going to be no changes to the champion once the fix is in. But as I said, it's always important to kind of like see once things go live, has and do things feel differently. And if they do, make sure to put in the comment section and as well have your say on the forums about that. Also, next up, Out Big Kid Scotty is back with a brand new video. Now, I'm not going to be playing any of it because it's fair to go over and give Big Kid Scotty all the love and all the support, especially because this is Kabam Miikes' team, especially because, well, the joke is about, you know, Xavier School Cyclops, and he wants to be part of the team doing fights. but I'll let the story play out for itself. Hey, Kid Scotty does some amazing work, so go and please check out the channel. The link is in the description down below. Okay, next up, and let's talk about rewards. Rewards of Act 7.2 still have not been disclosed. Will that be dropped towards the start of next week, or today, tomorrow, or Friday? God only knows. But I think a lot of players want to see like what is going to be dropped when it comes to like spicy amounts of rewards for the effort. But at the same time, what's going on with Arena? Kabam announced Arena changes, but at the same time, for the extent of since the roadmap and now, especially from what we see with this image here about updates coming to arenas, we don't know what is in the milestones. For a lot of players, and the concern is the way that it is at the moment is that Prem Shard crystals are still kind of a bit meh, and as well the factor into 2 arenas as opposed to multiple arenas does mean the extent of length and breadth of your roster to create your infinite streaks, and as well the volume of things like battle chips are something that could be put into question. It's still more information I'd like to see, and I think at this stage I'm probably going to be making a video on Thursday once it goes live. Either way, a lot of players have a lot of concerns currently about this. In a nutshell, and as it says here, the featured basic hero arena will now be available for those that have become uncollected or completing Act 5 Chapter 2. These arenas will allow you to take 4, 5 and 6 star champions to complete 3 to 6 star featured and basic hero champions. And I mean, this week we've got Shang Chi, and then follow up will be just Falcon, but we need more information on what's going to be with these milestones, and as well how this will play out, as I said, with infinite streaks, grinders, and how they kind of feel about we discussed how grinding people feel about the extent of only 100 places giving you the 6 star, and also the extent of like how you invest your time between one arena and a second type of arena. But we need to see what drops on Thursday, so hopefully we get more info on the milestones before, but I think it's just going to be, I'll cover it when it goes live. Okay, as per usual, when things just change all of a sudden, you end up finding out there's more shards available this month. So as a lot of you know, I did do a video which looked at the extent of the Cavalier, or the extent of shards that you can get this month. FYI, a lot of players have already done this. If you, like myself, and done all the objectives, then you're going to see something that looks a little bit like this. There's 8,000 hand-to-hand crystal shards. And in speaking with Kabam Boo, and as well a few Kabam representatives on, I think it was the 7th or 8th, or when this event went live, we ended up finding out that there's one other additional crystal, but was not known as to where this would drop. Funnily enough, there has been an update added, which only somebody in the Discord picked up on, because otherwise you wouldn't know what was going on. So yes, indeed, there is going to be a special login crystal shard calendar. Yes, indeedy. The special 7-day login calendar, because this was an update put on the 7th, but I missed it because, you know, sometimes you don't look at every single forum post or thread to kind of figure out what's being posted. But thanks to the person in Discord that mentioned this, and you can see like on the respective days, you will get sufficient volume in order to get yourself at least one more crystal. So yay, more shards. One additional 3-star for those that get the Cavalier, and one additional kind of like bad star for everybody else. I will be opening mine, I think, on Thursday and seeing what I get. So wish me luck on that one. But yeah, that gives you an idea. You've got one other calendar yet to come. Okay, now we better talk about this whole situation around Kabam's threats of banning based on the exploit of power gain. To put you all in the loop with the situation, there was an event which was basically like a training grounds event, which was all about you learning to parry. That's the first thing. And then it was quickly realized that no enemy champions, as well as you, were not gaining any power. An exploit to this would basically be doing like a heavy spam. So if you were to do anything like go into Abyss of Legends, do anything that was kind of like endgame content, and the motion in which you were going to do to then take down the enemy was something of like spamming a heavy attack all the time, would just be seen as being a bit too exploitative of the situation. Kabam downed and did the emergency maintenance, and did say within this, like, you know, if you reboot, and then come back in again, you shouldn't see the issue, especially because then the event had been removed. But some people had claimed that they were still able to have the bug after the point of restart. But then further time in that, and I think maybe some people just didn't properly reboot the app, it was then cleared. So where are we up to now with the situation? Well, there has been a few people that have said, like, well, does it feel like Kabam are threatening everybody? I don't think that's the case. I think they just want to put a stopgap on a situation that would allow players to exploit. It's kind of like if you go back to Mutant Treasure Island situation and the way that it took about 24 hours to make a decision to say we are going to ban people if they exploit the Mutant Treasure Island situation. That was really something that a message in game would have sufficed, which Kabam did. So I must say the communication has slightly improved. What hasn't improved though is the extent of finding out and airing out these issues, because they seem to be coming back. And I'm not saying that like this is a very specific thing, the same way a lot of the other things are very specific. So you have to look at the facts of, is this something to do with the structure of Marvel Contest of Champions as a build? I'm not a games developer, but at the same time, there must be something that it's built in, something like Unreal Engine or a particular development or software. And if it's a case that the original software in which this game is housed is limited on the extent of, like, you know, if you do something here, then it kind of pops something out there, then maybe it comes a time to go, like, maybe we should change where this is built to. And again, as I said, maybe I don't know 100% on how this game is developed, but at the same time, it's very, very much a point of now. What are we now? Nearly 7 years now since the game. 7 years this year when the game has been kind of like released. Is it time to move to a different kind of like build platform? I don't know, but I just look at the facts of we have these problems more regularly than normal, but. There we go. I don't think people are being threatened. Kabam tried to make a stopgap situation that wasn't as worse as Mutant Treasure Island. And more bugs will always occur with this, unfortunately. And I really would like Kabam to kind of find the best way to address these kind of things in future, from a point they deal with it before it goes live, or kind of like it seems that they can get a handle on it quicker before it goes live. Normally I would end Marvel Contest of Champions news on a Wednesday with arena predictions. I don't think it's really possible to predict something that is brand new and hasn't even been launched yet. So what I want to do is wait until Monday before giving any kind of further predictions and starting off a new structure in the way that's delivered. Because essentially what I'd be doing is trying to pinpoint the extent of grind versus what players are able to get from the 5 stars. Will this mean that the 5-star element of getting that champion will not be there? So like, will you be putting in about 35 mil and still finding you're not picking up a 5-star? That is something to bear in mind, and that could be from the basic side of things or others. So I'll be predicting the most premium of kind of like predictions as of Monday of next week. In any case, thank you very much for watching this video. Please check out some other content located up there, and I'll see you later on. Bye bye.